Welcome to our countdown of the top richest companies in the world. Today, we'll explore the incredible stories behind these financial giants and the families who control them. We shall journey across continents, from the industrial heartlands of America to the burgeoning markets of Asia and Africa, and into the discreet salons of European luxury, to understand the immense power wielded by these few. Here, in this unique ecosystem of extraordinary wealth, we observe families whose influence extends far beyond boardrooms and financial markets. Their decisions, often made within tightly knit family circles, ripple outwards, affecting industries, dictating technological advancements, influencing political currents, and even shaping cultural trends. We will peer into the mechanisms of their success, the foundations upon which their colossal fortunes were built, and the strategies they employ to maintain and expand their dominion in an ever-changing world. It is a study of power, legacy, and the often unseen forces that drive our modern civilization. Join me, V, as we embark on this fascinating exploration. We will delve into the lives, the enterprises, and the enduring legacies of 5 such families: the Kochs, the Ambanis, the Dangotes, the Slims, and the Wertheimers. Each represents a distinct narrative of wealth creation, a unique chapter in the grand story of global capitalism. Prepare to witness the sheer scale of their operations, the complexities of their histories, and the profound impact they have, not just on the world of finance, but on the very fabric of our societies. This is a journey into the heart of immense financial power. Our first subject is a name synonymous with vast industrial might and potent political influence in the United States: the Koch family. At the heart of their dominion lies Koch Industries, a sprawling conglomerate, one of the largest privately held companies in America. Its tentacles reach into a bewildering array of sectors, from oil refining and chemicals to agriculture, paper products, and advanced materials. It is an industrial ecosystem of breathtaking scale and complexity, a testament to decades of strategic acquisition and relentless expansion, operating with a distinct, almost biological imperative for growth and efficiency. The genesis of this colossal enterprise can be traced back to Fred C. Koch, an innovative chemical engineer who, in 1940, co-founded the Wood River Oil and Refining Company. He developed a more efficient method for refining crude oil into gasoline, a technological seed that would, over generations, blossom into the industrial titan we observe today. His early experiences, including work in the Soviet Union, which instilled in him a deep-seated aversion to communism, would profoundly shape the family's ideological leanings for decades to come, laying a philosophical bedrock beneath the commercial edifice. Following Fred Koch's passing, the stewardship of this burgeoning empire fell primarily to 2 of his 4 sons, Charles and David Koch. Until David's passing in 2019, they formed a formidable partnership. Charles, the strategic architect, focused on the overarching vision and the implementation of their unique management philosophy. David, often the more public face in their political endeavors, shared his brother's deep commitment to free market principles. Together, they transformed their father's company into a diversified behemoth, multiplying its value many times over through astute investments and a disciplined approach to business. Central to the Koch operational ethos is a proprietary philosophy known as market-based management, or MBM. Developed and championed by Charles Koch, it seeks to apply the principles of free markets internally within the vast organization. This intricate system emphasizes entrepreneurship, individual responsibility, and the constant pursuit of value creation. Employees are encouraged to think like owners, to seek out opportunities for innovation and efficiency, creating a dynamic internal environment that mirrors the competitive pressures of the external marketplace, driving the company's relentless pursuit of growth. Beyond their immense industrial footprint, the Koch brothers became towering figures in the American political landscape. Their influence is not merely a byproduct of their wealth, it is the result of a deliberate, decades-long strategy to reshape political discourse and policy. They have channeled vast sums of money into a network of conservative and libertarian organizations, think tanks, advocacy groups, and academic programs. This intricate web of influence seeks to promote their vision of limited government, free enterprise, and individual liberty, effectively creating a parallel intellectual and political infrastructure. The Koch network's support for libertarian ideals is profound and far-reaching. Organizations like the Cato Institute and the Mercatus Center, heavily funded by Coke-affiliated foundations, produce a steady stream of research, policy papers, and commentary advocating for deregulation, lower taxes, and free trade. These intellectual outposts play a crucial role in shaping the arguments and providing the ideological ammunition for political actors who align with the Koch's worldview, influencing debates on everything from climate change to healthcare policy, creating a sustained intellectual current in the political waters. Their contributions to Republican causes and conservative political campaigns are equally significant, making them among the most influential donors in American politics. Through direct campaign contributions, super PACs, and issue advocacy groups, the Koch network has sought to elect candidates who champion their economic philosophy. This sustained financial and organizational support provides a powerful tailwind for politicians who align with their agenda, subtly but surely steering the direction of policy debates and legislative outcomes within the Republican Party and beyond. However, this immense influence has not come without considerable controversy and criticism. Environmental groups, labor unions, and progressive activists have frequently targeted Koch Industries for its environmental record, its opposition to climate change regulations, and its impact on labor practices. The family's political activities have also drawn fire for allegedly promoting policies that benefit their business interests at the expense of public welfare or environmental protection, casting a shadow over their industrial achievements and philanthropic endeavors. The legacy of the Koch family, therefore, is a complex tapestry woven from threads of industrial innovation, vast wealth accumulation, and profound ideological influence. It is a story of how private enterprise, guided by a distinct philosophical vision, can extend its reach far beyond the marketplace into the very heart of political and social debate. Their impact on American society is undeniable, shaping not only economic landscapes, but also the contours of political discourse for generations. With David Koch's passing and Charles Koch advancing in age, the question of succession and the future direction of this vast empire looms. The next generation of Kochs, some already involved in the business and philanthropic arms of the family, will inherit not just immense wealth, but also a complex legacy. Whether they will continue to pursue the same blend of industrial expansion and ideological advocacy with the same fervor remains a narrative yet to unfold, a new chapter in the ongoing saga of this American dynasty. We now turn our gaze eastward to the vibrant and rapidly transforming economy of India, home to the Ambani family and their colossal enterprise Reliance Industries Limited. This is not merely a company, it is an economic force of nature, a conglomerate whose activities permeate nearly every facet of modern Indian life. From the energy that powers its cities to the digital networks that connect its billion-plus population. Reliance stands as a monument to entrepreneurial vision and a symbol of India's emergence as a global economic power. The architect of this sprawling empire was Dhirubhai Ambani, a figure of legendary status in Indian business history. His journey from humble beginnings, starting as a yarn trader in the 1960s to the founder of India's largest private sector company, is a story of audacious ambition and an uncanny ability to navigate the complexities of the Indian economic landscape. Dhirubhai's relentless drive and innovative spirit laid the groundwork for a business that would redefine Indian capitalism, challenging established norms and building from scratch. Upon Dhirubhai's death in 2002, without a clear will, a seismic shift occurred within the Ambani dynasty. A well-publicized and often acrimonious feud erupted between his two sons, Mukesh and Anil, culminating in a formal division of the Reliance empire in 2005. Mukesh Ambani retained control of the flagship oil, gas, petrochemicals, and refining businesses under Reliance Industries Limited, RIL, while Anil Ambani took charge of telecommunications, power, and financial services. This familial schism marked a pivotal moment, setting the two brothers on divergent paths. Under Mukesh Ambani's astute and aggressive leadership, Reliance Industries Limited has soared to even greater heights. He has overseen a period of unprecedented expansion and diversification, transforming RIL into a global behemoth. His strategic vision has focused on building world-scale facilities, integrating backward and forward across value chains, and boldly venturing into new high-growth sectors. This relentless pursuit of scale and market dominance has become the hallmark of his tenure, reshaping industries in his wake. RIL's core businesses remain formidable. Its Jamnagar refinery is the largest in the world, a testament to its prowess in the energy sector. However, it is the audacious launch of Jio, its telecommunications and digital services arm, that has truly captured global attention. By offering ultra-low-cost data and free voice calls, Jio fundamentally disrupted India's telecom market, rapidly acquiring hundreds of millions of subscribers and catalyzing a digital revolution across the subcontinent, connecting vast swathes of the population to the internet for the first time. This extraordinary success has propelled Mukesh Ambani to the zenith of Asian wealth, making him consistently one of the richest individuals on the continent, and indeed, the world. His personal fortune, intrinsically linked to the soaring valuation of Reliance Industries, is a staggering sum that underscores the immense scale of the enterprise he commands. This wealth concentration brings with it not only immense influence, but also intense public scrutiny of his business practices and personal lifestyle. The journey of Reliance, however, has been shadowed by persistent controversies. Allegations of crony capitalism, political favoritism, and monopolistic practices have dogged the company for decades. Environmental concerns have also been raised regarding the impact of its massive industrial operations. These criticisms highlight the complex interplay between big business, government, and society in a rapidly developing economy like India, where the lines can often appear blurred. The Ambani family's lifestyle, particularly the construction of Antilia, their multi-billion-dollar 27-story residence in Mumbai, has become a potent symbol of the vast disparities in wealth within India. While admired by some as a testament to success, it has also drawn criticism for its opulence in a country still grappling with widespread poverty. This visible display of immense wealth often becomes a focal point for debates about inequality and corporate responsibility. In response to some of these pressures, and perhaps as a reflection of evolving family priorities, the Reliance Foundation, chaired by Nita Ambani, Mukesh's wife, has become increasingly active in philanthropic endeavors. Focusing on areas such as rural transformation, education, health, and disaster response, the foundation seeks to channel some of the family's vast resources towards social development, aiming to create a more positive public perception and contribute to India's progress. Looking ahead, the mantle of leadership at Reliance is gradually being prepared for the next generation of Ambani's Mukesh's children, Akash, Isha, and Anant. They are increasingly visible in various arms of the business, from retail and digital to new energy ventures. Their integration into the company signals a carefully managed succession plan, designed to ensure the continued growth and dominance of this Indian corporate giant in the decades to come, navigating new challenges and opportunities in a dynamic global environment. Chapter 3: Aliko Dangote, Forging Africa's Industrial Future. Our journey now takes us to the African continent to witness the remarkable ascent of Aliko Dangote, a name that has become synonymous with industrialization and entrepreneurial success across Africa. He is not just Nigeria's richest man, but Africa's wealthiest individual, a titan who has built an empire from the ground up, transforming the economic landscape of his home country and beyond. His story is one of relentless ambition, strategic foresight, and an unwavering belief in Africa's potential. The origins of the Dangote Group, one of Africa's largest conglomerates, are surprisingly modest. In 1977, armed with a relatively small loan of approximately $3,000 from his maternal uncle, Sanusi Dantata, himself a prosperous commodities trader, the young Aliko Dangote ventured into the world of business. This initial seed capital, combined with an innate commercial acumen, was the spark that ignited an industrial inferno, a small stream that would swell into a mighty river of commerce. His early ventures focused on the trading of essential commodities: cement, sugar, salt, rice, and flour. He astutely identified the burgeoning demand for these goods in Nigeria's rapidly growing population. By importing these items and efficiently distributing them, he quickly established a reputation for reliability and began to accumulate the capital and experience that would fuel his later, more ambitious industrial projects. He learned the intricacies of supply chains, market dynamics, and the art of the deal. A pivotal moment in Dangote's career was his strategic decision to transition from trading to large-scale manufacturing. He recognized that true, sustainable wealth and national development lay not in simply importing finished goods, but in producing them locally. This vision led him to invest heavily in building factories, initially focusing on the same commodities he had successfully traded, thereby capturing more of the value chain and reducing Nigeria's reliance on imports. Dangote Cement, perhaps the crown jewel of his industrial empire, stands as a testament to this vision. Through massive investment in state-of-the-art production facilities, he transformed Nigeria from a net importer of cement into a self-sufficient producer and even an exporter. The company now operates in numerous African countries, its vast plants churning out the essential ingredient for infrastructure development: roads, bridges, and buildings, quite literally laying the foundations for Africa's growth. Parallel to his success in cement, Dangote replicated his model in other sectors. Dangote Sugar Refinery became one of the largest in the world, and his ventures in flour milling and salt production achieved similar market dominance. He systematically identified sectors where local production could replace imports, creating jobs, conserving foreign exchange, and fostering industrial capacity within Nigeria and across the continent. His strategy was one of import substitution on a grand scale. One of his most ambitious undertakings to date is the construction of a colossal oil refinery and petrochemical complex in Lagos. This multi-billion-dollar project, one of the largest of its kind globally, aims to end Nigeria's paradoxical reliance on imported refined petroleum products, despite being a major crude oil exporter. The refinery is poised to be a game-changer for the Nigerian economy, significantly impacting its trade balance and energy security. At the core of Dangote's business philosophy is the principle of backward integration, controlling as much of the production process as possible, from raw materials to finished goods. This not only enhances efficiency and reduces costs, but also creates a more resilient business model, less susceptible to external supply chain disruptions. His focus on self-sufficiency for his companies mirrors his broader vision for the economic independence of African nations. The impact of the Dangote Group on African economies is profound. Beyond the sheer scale of its operations, the company is a major employer, providing livelihoods for tens of thousands of people. Its investments in infrastructure and manufacturing contribute significantly to GDP growth and industrial development, fostering a new narrative of African enterprise and capability, inspiring a generation of entrepreneurs across the continent. Aliko Dangote is also a significant philanthropist, channeling part of his immense wealth through the Aliko Dangote Foundation. The foundation focuses on health, education, and empowerment initiatives, addressing some of the continent's most pressing social challenges. His vision extends beyond business success to encompass a broader commitment to Africa's development and the well-being of its people, reflecting a sense of responsibility that accompanies such extraordinary economic power. Chapter 4: The Slim Hemisphere, a Mexican magnate's global reach. We now journey to Latin America to explore the vast financial ecosystem cultivated by Carlos Slim Helu and his family. Through their primary holding company, Grupo Carso, they preside over an extraordinarily diverse portfolio of businesses that extends from the heart of Mexico to numerous countries across the Americas and Europe. Slim's story is one of shrewd investment, strategic diversification, and a period where he held the title of the world's richest person, a testament to his remarkable financial acumen. Carlos Slim's legendary ability to identify and acquire undervalued assets showed itself early in his career. Born in Mexico City to Lebanese immigrant parents, he displayed a precocious talent for business from a young age. During periods of economic crisis in Mexico when others were divesting, Slim saw opportunity. He systematically bought struggling companies across various sectors, often at bargain prices, confident in their long-term potential and his ability to turn them around, much like a patient predator awaiting the opportune moment. A truly transformative moment in Slim's ascent was the privatization of Telefonos de Mexico, Telmex, the former state-owned telephone monopoly, in 1990. Leading a consortium of investors, Slim acquired a controlling stake in the company. This audacious move provided the bedrock for his telecommunications empire and became the engine of his phenomenal wealth creation. The acquisition was a masterstroke, positioning him at the forefront of Mexico's burgeoning communications sector. From the foundation of Telmex, Slim meticulously built América Móvil, which rapidly grew to become one of the largest mobile network operators in the world. Its reach extends throughout Latin America, the United States, and into parts of Europe. Through aggressive expansion, strategic acquisitions of smaller telecom players, and a keen understanding of emerging market dynamics, América Móvil connected millions, often bringing mobile services to previously underserved populations, and in doing so, solidified Slim's dominance in the sector. While telecommunications remains a cornerstone of his wealth, Grupo Carso, Slim's global conglomerate, reflects an astonishing degree of diversification. Its interests span retail, with department stores and restaurants, industry, including mining, chemicals and construction, financial services such as banking and insurance, and significant investments in infrastructure projects. This wide-ranging portfolio acts as a resilient financial ecosystem, able to weather economic fluctuations in any single sector or region. For several consecutive years, from 2010 to 2013, Carlos Slim Helú held the coveted title of the richest person in the world, a distinction that brought global attention to his business empire and his distinctive approach to wealth creation. His rise to this pinnacle underscored the growing economic power of emerging markets and the individuals who were adept at navigating their unique opportunities and challenges, demonstrating that fortunes of this magnitude were no longer the exclusive preserve of North American or European magnates. Slim's business strategies are often characterized by a notable frugality, a long-term investment horizon, and a relentless focus on reinvesting profits back into his companies to fuel further growth. Unlike some magnates known for lavish spending, Slim has maintained a relatively unostentatious lifestyle, emphasizing operational efficiency and sustainable expansion over short-term gains. This disciplined approach has been a key factor in the consistent growth of his diverse holdings. Beyond his business activities, Carlos Slim is a significant philanthropist, primarily through the Fundación Carlos Slim. This foundation directs substantial resources towards improving education, health, and employment opportunities across Latin America. Initiatives range from providing digital education tools and scholarships to funding public health programs and supporting disaster relief efforts, reflecting a commitment to addressing social inequalities within the regions where his businesses thrive. A distinctive aspect of his philanthropic and cultural contributions is the Sumaya Museum in Mexico City. Named after his late wife, this striking architectural landmark houses an extensive and eclectic art collection, spanning European Old Masters, Mexican art, and Rodin sculptures, among others. The museum offers free admission, making art accessible to a broad public and serving as a significant cultural institution in the heart of the capital. The future of the Slim Empire is now increasingly in the hands of his sons, Carlos, Marco Antonio, and Patrick Slim Domit, who hold key leadership positions across the various businesses within Grupo Carso and América Móvil. The transition appears to be a carefully managed process, aimed at ensuring the continuity of the family's vision and the sustained growth of their vast and multifaceted commercial interests, carrying the Slim legacy into a new era of global business. Chapter 5. The Wertheimers and Chanel Guardians of a Fashion Dynasty. Our final exploration takes us into the rarefied world of high fashion and enduring luxury to meet the Wertheimer family, the enigmatic and exceedingly private owners of the iconic House of Chanel. For generations, Alain and Gerard Wertheimer and their ancestors before them have been the discreet custodians of one of the world's most prestigious and valuable luxury brands, navigating the delicate balance between timeless elegance and contemporary relevance with remarkable success. Their story is one of a unique partnership and quiet long-term stewardship. The genesis of the Wertheimer family's involvement with Chanel dates back to the 1920s, a pivotal era for the burgeoning fashion house. It was then that Pierre Wertheimer, an astute French businessman, provided crucial financial backing to Gabrielle Coco Chanel for the launch of her perfume line, Parfums Chanel. This initial investment marked the beginning of a complex and, at times, intertwined destiny between the visionary designer and the business-savvy family, a partnership that would shape the future of luxury. The first product of this collaboration, Chanel No. 5, launched in 1921, became an instant and enduring global phenomenon. Its unprecedented success laid the financial bedrock for the Chanel empire and remains one of the world's best-selling fragrances to this day. The Wertheimers' acumen in managing and marketing Parfums Chanel proved instrumental, transforming Coco Chanel's olfactory creation into a timeless symbol of sophistication and allure, a legend in a bottle. The relationship between Coco Chanel and the Wertheimer family, particularly Pierre, was famously complex and often fraught with tension. Coco, a fiercely independent and strong-willed creator, reportedly felt she had been shortchanged in the initial perfume deal and made several attempts over the decades to regain control of Parfums Chanel. Despite these conflicts, the partnership endured, a testament perhaps to a mutual, if sometimes grudging, recognition of their interdependence for the brand's prosperity. In stark contrast to the very public and iconic status of the Chanel brand, and indeed its flamboyant founder, the Wertheimer family has cultivated an almost legendary reputation for privacy and discretion. Alain and Gerard Wertheimer, the current co-owners, rarely grant interviews or make public appearances. They prefer to operate behind the scenes, guiding the brand's strategic direction without seeking personal limelight, allowing the creations and the designers, like the late Karl Lagerfeld, to be the face of Chanel. Today, brothers Alain and Gerard Wertheimer jointly preside over the Chanel empire. Alain typically focuses on the broader strategic vision and the fashion side, while Gerard oversees the watch and fragrance divisions. Their leadership, though largely invisible to the public, has been instrumental in maintaining Chanel's status as a pinnacle of luxury, ensuring its exclusivity and desirability through careful brand management and a refusal to dilute its prestigious image through over-commercialization. Under Wertheimer's stewardship, Chanel has thoughtfully expanded its realm beyond its foundational pillars of haute couture and perfume. The brand now encompasses a vast array of highly coveted products, including ready-to-wear fashion, leather goods, accessories, fine jewelry, watches, and cosmetics. Each new venture is carefully curated to align with Chanel's core identity of sophisticated elegance and exceptional craftsmanship, broadening its appeal while reinforcing its luxury positioning. Beyond their primary interest in Chanel, the Wertheimer family also possesses other significant business ventures, reflecting their diverse passions and investment strategies. These include prestigious vineyards in Bordeaux, such as Château Rosan-Segla and Château Canon, and a highly successful thoroughbred horse racing and breeding operation, Wertheimer et Frères. These pursuits, often managed with the same long-term vision and commitment to quality, complement their fashion empire. The enduring legacy of Chanel is a testament not only to Coco Chanel's revolutionary design philosophy, but also to the Wertheimer family's generations of astute business management and unwavering commitment to preserving the brand's unique aura. They have skillfully navigated changing fashions, economic fluctuations, and the challenges of succession, ensuring that Chanel remains a symbol of timeless style and ultimate luxury in an ever-evolving global market. The future of Chanel, under the continued, albeit discreet, stewardship of the Wertheimer family, seems secure. While details of succession plans are true to form kept private, the family's deep-rooted connection to the brand and their proven track record suggest a continued commitment to its long-term prosperity. Their primary challenge, and indeed their triumph thus far, lies in ensuring that this iconic fashion giant continues to captivate and inspire new generations while remaining true to its unparalleled heritage. Reflections on wealth, power, and enduring legacies. And there you have it, the top richest companies in the world and the fascinating families behind them. We've traversed diverse industries and continents, witnessing the colossal scale of enterprises like Coke Industries and Reliance, the transformative impact of Dangote in Africa, the expansive reach of Carlos Slim's Grupo Carso, and the quiet, enduring stewardship of the Wertheimers over the Chanel dynasty. Each story offers a unique lens through which to view the accumulation and exercise of extraordinary financial power, painting a vivid picture of global economic structures. These narratives, while distinct, share common threads of ambition, strategic acumen, often generational foresight, and an undeniable impact on the societies they inhabit. Yet, they also illuminate the complexities, controversies, and profound responsibilities that invariably accompany such immense wealth and influence. The stories of these families are not static. They are constantly evolving, shaped by global events, technological advancements, and the choices made by each new generation entrusted with these formidable legacies. Their influence, for better or worse, is woven into the fabric of our modern world. Stay tuned for more intriguing stories and insights into the world of business and finance. The tapestry of global wealth is ever-changing, with new players emerging and established empires adapting to new realities. There are always more narratives to uncover, more strategies to analyze, and more lessons to be learned from those who operate at the very pinnacle of economic power. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for further explorations into these captivating realms. Thank you for joining me, V, on this journey.